Welcome to this session, and in this session we have to discuss the code of rectangle function. So this is the code of rectangle which I used to draw rectangle. So this is our rectangle. Now the task is to update this code in which we should have a rectangle function. You know that we have to define our function. So def, then we can give the name of functions, which is rectangle. First time we are doing this without any parameter. These are the 4 lines of code which we wish to put under rectangle. So we just indented it by pressing tab. Then we have to call this function, and this calling should be at level 0. So I am calling this function at this point, and then these are the 4 lines which are used for smooth termination for our rectangle function. So the flow of the execution will be, it start from 43, then it will execute 45 to create object. Then in 46 we are defining function with name rectangle. Important to note that these line will not execute it. This is just used to define the function. Then we are calling this function in 52, and during this time the control passed again to this function rectangle, and these lines will be executed. So we will be having rectangle on the screen, and then we are just using these 4 lines to exit smoothly from our screen. So let's rerun this code. You can see that we have a rectangle as desired. Now the question is, can we pass parameters to this rectangle so that it should be more dynamic? Instead of drawing rectangle of fixed size 150, it should have different length and width every time we call this. So I hope you know the answer. So we can pass the parameters by writing variable names here. First variable is length and second variable is width. So we are passing 2 parameters. One is used to control the length and second is used to control the width. So now we have to use these variables in our code. So length will be used to control this first forward movement, and width will be used to control this second forward movement. So here we have used our variables or parameters properly in our code. Now during calling this function we have to pass these values. So let's suppose this time I am calling this function rectangle with value of length as 200 and width is 100. It's important to note that here we have rectangle with 2 parameters, so we have to specify these 2 values. 200 will go to length, 100 will go to width. We are using these here appropriately, and when you call this, it will draw the rectangle with specified length and width. So let's rerun this code to see its output. Yes, so this time you can see that we have a length of 200 and width of 100 in the rectangle, and we are able to control this by having this code. So this is all about this session. For the next session I have a task for you. For the next session, the task is to draw this triangle on the screen, and you can see that this triangle is now on the downside, not on the upside. So can you draw this triangle which follow this path on your screen? So please take your time and try to draw this triangle on your own, and we will be discussing its solution in our next session. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in next session with the solution to design a triangle on the screen with turtle art. Thank you. God bless you.